Watch this before summoning for Ultra Gogeta Blue. Now I know everyone is feeling the hype for this upcoming new unit. I'm telling you right now, I am so damn hyped. But this is a ultra rarity unit, so we have to remember that ultra rarity units are, of course, the hardest units to pull. But what makes it even worse is that the ultra banners aren't great. They are pretty trash. So if you're someone, first of all, if you're it's very hard for someone to tell you not to summon for Ultra Gogeta Blue. This is like literally one of the most hype units in all of Dragon Ball, so it's almost impossible for me to tell you that. But if you're someone that's like kind of on the fence on summoning, whether you should, throw a couple crystals here and there, maybe this video can help you out and basically clearing out whether you want to make that decision or not. So let's just hop right into it. So we know it is going to be an ultra unit, and I just want to start off by saying that just strictly off the kit alone, this Gogeta Blue is looking like he's going to be the best unit in the game. Like, I think it's a pretty general consensus that he's going to be minimum top 2, and with some gameplay and stuff like that, we can get a better idea of how he's going to be. But he's going to be stupidly cracked, okay? That's all we need to know right now. Let's just get that out of the way. The unit is busted beyond belief, right? As with most of these ultra units, right? So let's hop into the banner. Now, we don't have the banner info yet because the data mines haven't started because it's not reset yet by the time you're watching this, I'm guessing. But once they do roll out, I will post the unit in the pinned comment, so that way you'll get a better idea of who's going to be on the banner, and it's going to give you some better insight on whether you should summon or not. By the way, I'm going to be going based off of what we have currently. So based off the 4 ultra banners that we've gotten so far, I'm going to be going based off of that and not a hypothetical scenario, because it's possible that they might switch it up and maybe do something different with this banner. I highly doubt it, but there is a possibility. Like I said, I will put it in the pinned comment if there's any change whatsoever. For now, we'll be going based off of the banners that we already have in the game. So let's pull up the Ultra Gogeta banner. So this is basically the banner that dropped last year for part 2 or part 3 of Legends Festival. And as you can see, we got the first summonable ultra unit, Ultra Gogeta. So this is how the steps work. So every multi on this banner is 1k. There's no reduced cost multi or anything like that. They're all 1k. But the 4th step is a free summon, free multi. So 3k is for 1 rotations, and each step gives you 10 characters. And it's also important to note that they are sparking or higher guaranteed. So I believe the last unit will be a guaranteed sparking unit. And you get 2000 Z power for an ultra unit, which is a lot. That gets you up to 5 stars, which is very good. 2 copies get you to, I believe, 8 stars. So that's very good. It's not indicated on this banner or on this website, but the 2nd step is a ×2 rate. So let's just take a look here. Ultra Gogeta is at 0.35%. This is going to be the same percentage for Gogeta Blue, obviously. And then on step 2 is going to be a ×2 rate. So that's 0.7. 0.7 is actually a pretty good percentage. Not gonna lie, it's a very good chance. You're mostly obviously gonna most oftenly gonna get the unit if you do on the 2nd step, because that's your highest rate, right? 0.7 is pretty close to 1%, and 1% sparking units are decently easy to pull, right? And one also additional thing to note is that all the LFs on the banner that are going to be featured on this banner are going to be at 0.5%, which is double their rate after the release. Their initial release rate is 0.5%, but after that, when they're featured on other banners, they're 0.25. So these banners have their initial pull rate on the banner, which is obviously very good. But as you can see, the banner quality is very, very bad. Other than Ultra Gogeta, these units aren't very good. Gogeta Blue at the time of the release wasn't good. UI Sign wasn't good. Zamasu was decent at best. Gogeta 4 was actually very good because he just recently got his plat, so he was the only good unit on the banner outside the Ultra Gogeta. So right off the bat, you could tell that this banner wasn't the greatest. However, this Ultra Gogeta did age very, 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 very well. So if you summon on this banner, it wasn't too much of a too bad, right? Then if we go into the Ultra Cow Ken banner, once again, these units were terrible. This guy got a Zenkai, so at the time it was good, and he was part of the best team in the game, Green Yellow God Key, so that was very good. Seems like it's a common trend where on these banners, there's the Ultra unit who is pretty much the best unit in the game at the time. Kaioken Goku is arguably the best unit in the game, and then they have a secondary unit that's usually good at the time as well, but then the other units are just dog shit. Don't even bother looking at the other sparkings. They're just, look at this. Red God Goku, Majin Vegeta red one. Yeah, you're not looking at these sparking units. There's no point in evaluating these sparking units because they're not featured. Now let's move on to Super Vegito. Where is he? He's right here. Super Vegito, once again, similarly to the other banners. This one was actually a bit different. I would kind of consider this one a bit better. Majin Vegeta just got his Zenkai, I believe, or I think a bit later, but he got it recently around that time, so that's good. VB just got his Zenkai as well. SV was still decent, but he was a very, very mainstay bench for Fusion Warriors, so this banner wasn't too bad. Like, with all things considered, it wasn't too bad, and they at least had some updated sparkings in this, so that's not bad as well. So Super Vegito's banner might arguably be the better of the Ultra banners, but still, you gotta remember that the rates on these banners weren't very good, like 0.35. And also something that I forgot to mention is that on Ultra banners, there is no pity system whatsoever. So if you can't pull the unit just strictly off the summons, there's no way for you to get the unit. So it sucks. Obviously, the LF step-up banners have a pity system. Once you get like 50 coins, you're able to exchange it for some Z-power of the new unit. But these Ultra unit banner, they have no pity system, so keep that in mind. I mean, even if it did have a pity system, you would have to summon a lot to just even get that one copy, right? So it would, for majority of cases, for majority of players, you're not going to be hitting that pity anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now we come to the Broly banner. Once again, Broly was very good. Revival Gohan was like a consolation prize, still very good. He aged very well. Kid Buu got a plat, but he's never used. CMZ wasn't good. Goten is not used. So once again, it just like seems like a common trend where on these Ultra banners, there's the Ultra unit, and then there's one good unit on the side as the LF, and then the rest are garbage, which isn't very good when you consider that the other part 2 the other Legends Festival banners are very, very good value-wise. Like, we could take a look here. Where is it? All these Zenkai banners. Why are the Zenkai banners on the top? This Tag 4 banner, if you want to build a GT team, is very, very good. MUI Goku, Jiren, 17 is good. Tag 4s are insane. And then this one, there's also other LFs in there that I didn't mention, like Bardock. And then this one had so many great units. This one was a crazy banner. Had so many good LFs, so many LFs that you could use, and it was very, very good. So in comparison to those Legends Festival banners, I wouldn't really say that the Ultra banners are going to be as good. Like I said, it could change, but I don't think it will. Now, in terms of what kind of units we could see, based off of these banners, they kind of like to follow the same theme of the banner. So if we were to look at what kind of LFs we have here, it would obviously have to be somewhat, Fusion Warrior movie saga type of banner, right? What I'm expecting is probably this Gogeta Blue. Goku and Vegeta will most likely be there. LF Broly could make it there. And then as a, I guess, quote-unquote good LF to make it there, who can it be? Potentially now Broly just made it on the last banner. Super Saiyan 4 Goku was on the GT banner. Maybe Bardock was on the GT banner. Maybe. So if we take a look at these ones, what was the latest LF in this one? Wow, these are old. Kid Buu was the latest one. This one, who was the latest one? Revival Gohan, which was like a year ago prior to that release. And then this one was G4, the anniversary units. So since they dropped the 2 anniversary units already on the 2 banners. So what could be it's really hard to say what could be the next, the quote-unquote good, a good LF. I guess maybe they could potentially put in Cooler, but that would kind of make no sense. I mean, he's movie saga, so it would make sense. Cooler would be my bet because they just recently brought back a lot of these LFs already, so I really can't see them dropping anyone else unless they drop some other unit, like an older unit, and then they drop a Platinum for it or a Zenkai for it. But UI Sign, maybe, if they want to Zenkai him, and he would, Zenkai buff the new Gogeta. But it really doesn't look like there's any good LFs that would drop alongside this Gogeta Blue. Like, I just can't see. Dragon Fist dropped on the Trunks banner. And then after Dragon Fist was Trunks, but Trunks also dropped on that banner, so he's not going to return. And the one after that is Cooler, so I would guess Cooler would go on it, I guess. But he's still a fairly recent unit, so I don't see it happening. But I think I would, if I were to place a bet, I would say Cooler is most likely going to be the quote-unquote good LF on the banner, alongside GB, the LF GB, GV, Goku and Vegeta, and then Broly. That's what I'm gonna say as a lineup. Gogeta Blue, Goku, Vegeta, Broly, and Cooler alongside Purple, Gogeta Blue. If that's the banner, it's not looking too great, and I would honestly recommend maybe not summoning, but like I said, you really can't tell someone to not summon for Ultra Gogeta Blue. It's literally impossible. But like I said, if you're on the fence on whether you want to summon or not, I would say, like, consider what kind of teams you main. If you main movies, God Key, Fusion Warriors, Saiyans, any of those four, I would say this is most likely a must summon because he's gonna be the best unit on those teams. But if you're not someone that mains those teams or don't plan on maining those teams, I would say maybe do like one rotation just because it's Ultra Gogeta Blue, and after that probably just save it or spend it on the Part 2 banners or go in and try your luck at it. It really depends. But that's gonna be pretty much it. Like I said, I will post a pinned comment. I will update the pinned comment with the banner units when we do get the data mines, so you guys can get an updated insight on the banner info. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe because it's so important. So don't forget. Have a great day. See ya.